Todd Chrisley is heartbroken over children fighting. August 28, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. Todd Chrisley has revealed that he is heartbroken over his children fighting in the new Chrisley series. The new docuseries is coming out soon. However, a lot is coming to light about how the family dynamic was while Todd and Julie were incarcerated. Sadly, it does not seem to be good. Siblings who were once closer than ever are no longer as close. Keep reading to find out more about this situation and what has happened. Savannah Chrisley holds anger after pardon. Savannah Chrisley is the daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley. This left her with having to pick up the pieces when her parents were sent to prison for tax evasion and fraud. Savannah got custody of her younger siblings, Chloe and Grayson. She had to raise them while her parents were away. However, she was also the one fighting for their release. It seems now that she has a lot of built-up anger from that. Fans have noticed that she is a bit fed up with everyone in her family at the moment, and this could be why. Fans are going to see a lot of it unfold on the new Chrisley docuseries, and people cannot wait for this. Todd Chrisley is heartbroken over children fighting. Todd Chrisley has revealed that he is heartbroken over his children fighting. A lot seems to happen in the new show. Savannah claimed that Chase seemed like a blank shell lately, and that she thinks he looks like he could die at any moment. I want everybody to get along. I don't want, contrary to the world's belief, I do not love this child, Savannah, more than I love her brother, Chase, nor do I love Grayson more than I love her. I would lay down and die for any of them today. But I just think that it's sad to see your children fight, and especially when it's Chase and Savannah or Grayson. That is heartbreaking. It sounds like a lot is going to unfold in the new show, and fans cannot wait to see what it has in store. It seems as though Savannah and Chase no longer get along like they used to. This is sad news for everyone. However, it seems this is what it came down to. Now fans are wondering if they have fixed things now that their parents are out, although it is doubtful. Fans are excited to watch more of what went on while Todd and Julie were away. What do you think about this? Are you shocked they are fighting? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this.
Reality television is often glittering and glamorous, but behind the perfectly staged family photos and lavish homes, sometimes real heartbreak unfolds. In the latest twist for the Chrisley family, patriarch Todd Chrisley finds himself in uncharted emotional territory. Fans have watched Todd, the man who built an empire on charm, discipline, and wit, navigate highs and lows of fame, but nothing prepared him for the heartbreak of watching his own children clash on national television. The Chrisleys' lives have always been on display. From the first season of Chrisley Knows Best, viewers fell in love with the dynamic between Todd and his family. His wife Julie, the ever-fashionable matriarch, and their brood of children, each bringing a distinct personality to the family mix. Todd's combination of humor and sternness often provided a perfect balance, creating a home that felt both structured and loving. But as seasons passed, cracks began to show. The children, now older and more independent, began to push boundaries not only with their father, but with each other. Where once there was laughter, teasing, and playful squabbles, now there were arguments that lingered longer than the cameras could gloss over. Todd, ever the mediator, found himself torn between letting his children figure things out on their own and stepping in as the father who wants to shield them from pain. It was during the taping of the latest season that the tension reached a boiling point. Todd recalls the day vividly. The cameras were rolling, lights shining, and the family gathered in the sprawling Chrisley mansion for what should have been a celebratory dinner. "You have to understand," Todd confided in a recent interview, "I've always wanted my kids to be close, to support each other. But sometimes, even with all the love in the world, sibling rivalry surfaces in ways you can't always control." In one particularly emotional episode, two of the Chrisley children, let's call them Chase and Savannah for dramatic effect, clashed over a seemingly trivial disagreement. What began as a debate over household responsibilities escalated into an argument that had both parents exhaling with stress and sadness. Julie, always the calm center, tried to mediate with humor and empathy, but even her patience was tested. Todd watched silently, a knot forming in his chest. As the eldest son snapped words he couldn't take back and the youngest daughter's tears fell freely, Todd felt the sting of helplessness. He realized that no amount of fame, wealth, or televised advice could prevent the raw human emotions unfolding in his living room. Reality TV is often edited to highlight drama, but behind the scenes, the emotional toll is real. Todd admitted that he spent nights lying awake, replaying the arguments in his head, questioning whether he had done enough as a father. "People think we live in a perfect world," Todd said. "They see the glamour, the parties, the trips, but they don't see the private moments when your kids are upset with each other and you feel powerless to fix it." Even when the cameras weren't rolling, Todd and Julie found themselves navigating the aftermath of arguments. Family therapy, heart-to-heart conversations, and even solo reflections became part of the routine. Todd, always the disciplinarian, had to learn a new form of patience, listening without immediately correcting, offering support without imposing judgment. Fans of the Chrisleys were quick to react to the conflict. Social media exploded with opinions, theories, and heated debates. Some sympathized with Todd, praising him for his attempt to balance discipline and love. Others speculated on the authenticity of the fight, questioning whether it had been exaggerated for ratings. Todd, however, remained steadfast in his focus, protecting the emotional well-being of his children. He understood that fans might judge, but at the end of the day, the real story was about family, not television. The painful experiences captured on the new season offered more than drama. They offered growth. Todd reflected on what it means to parent in the public eye. "I've learned that heartache is part of raising kids. It's how they grow, and it's how we grow with them." The Chrisleys' journey is a testament to resilience, love, and the complicated beauty of family life. Todd's heartbreak, though raw and visible, serves as a reminder that even the strongest families face challenges. The new series doesn't just entertain, it teaches, showing that love is not the absence of conflict, but the ability to navigate it together. As the cameras continue to roll and the drama unfolds, Todd Chrisley remains a committed father, learning, loving, and guiding his children through the ups and downs of life. The heartbreak he feels is real, but it's coupled with hope. A hope that this season, and every season, will ultimately bring the family closer together. In the end, Todd's story is not just about reality TV drama. It's about the universal struggle of parenthood, watching your children grow, stumble, fight, and learn, all while learning to step back and let
the
them
children's
find their way.
minds. While Todd's heartbreak dominated the headlines, the children had their own struggles. Chase, the eldest, often felt the weight of expectation. Growing up in the public eye meant every misstep was magnified, every disagreement scrutinized by millions. On that fateful evening, when words were exchanged that could never be taken back, Chase didn't see a father worried. He saw a man who sometimes seemed impossible to please. Savannah, the youngest daughter, struggled differently. Sensitive and empathetic, she was often caught in the middle of conflicts she neither caused nor wanted. Watching her older brother argue with her father triggered a storm of emotions: frustration, fear, and guilt. She remembered how Todd had always protected them, and seeing him hurt was almost unbearable. Even the middle children, not as prominently featured, felt the tension. Each carried their own grievances, small annoyances accumulated over years in the limelight, minor resentments magnified by constant filming. The cameras didn't just capture fights, they captured vulnerability, the kind that exists when no one else is around to mediate. On set, production staff were acutely aware of the tension. Crew members whispered about how unusual it was to see Todd so visibly shaken. Cameras were rolling, but for once, they weren't capturing staged drama. They were documenting raw human emotion. Julie, ever the peacemaker, approached Todd quietly. "We can't fix this overnight," she said, gently caking his hand. "They need to work through it, and we need to be there for them." Todd nodded, swallowing hard. Even with years of experience navigating family dynamics on reality TV, this was uncharted territory. The producers, too, had a delicate role. They wanted engaging content, but they also understood the emotional stakes. "We're not just filming for ratings," one producer admitted. "We're documenting real life. And real life can be messy, heartbreaking, and beautiful all at once." After the on-camera argument, Todd called a family meeting. The children, still tense, shuffled into the living room, avoiding eye contact.
Todd's voice was calm but firm. "I know things got out of hand," he began, "and I know some words were said that hurt. But we are a family, and families fight. What matters is how we come back together." Chase spoke first, his voice quiet but steady. "Dad, I didn't mean to disrespect you. I feel like sometimes my choices aren't understood." Savannah followed, tears glistening in her eyes. "I just don't want us to fight like that anymore. I hate seeing you upset." Todd listened, letting the words sink in. It wasn't just about discipline. It was about understanding, forgiveness, and empathy. He realized that sometimes the best parenting doesn't involve correction. It involves listening, validating feelings, and letting children navigate their emotions safely. Public scrutiny and media frenzy. As the episodes aired, social media erupted. Fans debated who was right and who was wrong. Headlines proclaimed Todd Chrisley's heartbreak, speculated on the crumbling family, and dissected every reaction captured on camera. Todd, ever mindful of public perception, knew the risk of misinterpretation. "People see snippets," he said in an interview. "They don't see the hugs afterward, the apologies, the lessons learned. Reality TV captures moments, but it can't capture the full story of love, growth, and family resilience." Julie, standing beside him, added, "We're not perfect. We fight, we hurt each other sometimes, but at the end of the day, we're committed to each other. That's what I want people to see." Growth and reflection. In the weeks following the family argument, change was evident. Todd encouraged each child to express their feelings openly. Family therapy sessions became a regular part of life, helping the children develop tools for managing conflict without escalating tension. Chase learned the power of patience and active listening. Savannah discovered the importance of setting boundaries while still showing compassion. Even the younger children, previously overlooked in the drama, began to articulate their emotions more clearly. Todd and Julie, too, reflected on their parenting. They realized that shielding their children from every disappointment or argument was impossible and perhaps even counterproductive. The heartbreak they experienced watching their children fight became a catalyst for teaching resilience, empathy, and emotional intelligence. Rebuilding bonds. The Chrisleys began implementing new family rituals. Weekly heart talks allowed each member to speak freely about frustrations, hopes, and achievements. Movie nights, game nights, and even simple dinners became opportunities for reconnection. Todd noticed subtle but significant changes. Where tension once dominated interactions, laughter and teasing began to return. The children started to understand each other better, learning to resolve conflicts without hurting one another. Julie captured these moments on camera, showing fans that the Chrisleys weren't just a family in conflict, they were a family growing stronger through adversity. Lessons for reality TV families. Todd's heartbreak and the family's struggles highlight a universal truth. Reality TV may amplify conflict, but it also captures opportunities for growth. Families in the public eye face unique pressures, from scrutiny to performance expectations. Yet the Chrisleys demonstrate that even under the spotlight, love, patience, and understanding can prevail. Todd's advice to other parents watching his journey: don't be afraid to show your kids your heart. Let them see your vulnerabilities. They'll learn from your mistakes, and together you'll navigate the ups and downs. Hope on the horizon. As filming continued for the new series, Todd Chrisley remained cautiously optimistic. The heartbreak he felt was tempered with hope. Hope that the next season would showcase not just family conflict, but family growth. The Chrisley story, unfolding week by week, became more than entertainment. It became a real-life example of the struggles and triumphs of modern family life. Todd's heartbreak, once a heavy burden, transformed into a driving force for connection, understanding, and love. The future of the Chrisleys. Looking forward, Todd envisions a family united not just by fame or fortune, but by shared experiences, empathy, and mutual respect. The new series will undoubtedly feature more arguments, but Todd now understands that heartbreak is not the end, it's part of the journey. He hopes viewers will see beyond the drama. This is our life, he says. It's messy, it's real, and it's full of love. If people can take one lesson from our story, it's that family fights don't mean love is lost. They mean you're growing together. Todd Chrisley's heartbreak over his children fighting is both a deeply personal story and a universal lesson. Families everywhere can relate to moments of conflict, misunderstandings, and emotional struggles. What sets the Chrisleys apart is their willingness to face those moments publicly, showing the world that even reality TV stars grapple with the same challenges as everyone else. The latest Chrisley series is more than a show. It's a heartfelt portrayal of resilience, growth, and the enduring power of family love. Todd Chrisley's heartbreak may have been the headline, but the true story is one of hope, healing, and the unwavering bonds that tie a family together.